What is up everyone and welcome back to a new video, and today in Roblox Duels we're gonna review some very special weapons. The admin weapons. I say admin but very loosely because it is not really weapons reserved to the admins, but more weapons that you can get from admins and developers. Those weapons are still fully obtainable and permanent, so they're not going anywhere as of right now, or as far as we know, but you can still get them through various means. The other day there was a little bit of an admin abuse, and some people were happy, some other were unhappy about it, and we're gonna talk about it at the end of this video because it is a bit of the reason why these weapons are good value-wise but somewhat unstable. We're gonna first look at the Fight Saber. This is an item from the knife category, and as you can see, once you click on it, it says Source Bug Hunter. How do you get the Fight Saber? Well, first of all, if you go onto the Discord, you're gonna see there's a section called Bug Reports, and it's right there that you're gonna be able to have a chance to get the Fight Saber. In the past, if you found a bug, whether it be sound effects or just little glitches around the game, you could report them in the Bug Report section, and in return, one of the admins in the server would have given you a Fight Saber. Now, the requirements have changed, and it is only game-breaking bugs that allow you to get Fight Sabers. They've become a little more rare in terms of attention, but there's still 156 of them in the game. It is rare, but a lot of people have them in Trading Plaza as well as on the Discord, so if you want to get them, not necessarily by finding a game-breaking bug, but by trading, you can absolutely do that. The other item is the water gun in the revolver category, and as you can see, it is as a source of a developer gift. What does this mean? It means simply that when one of the devs join the game, they have this little launcher which can launch little bubbles of water guns around the map, and once you claim them, you get the water gun. The other day there was a bit of an admin abuse, and some people were able to get the water gun, and I say some people very loosely because the exist count for the water gun was 180, now it is 216, so 36, a whopping 36 new water guns have been added into the game. Now you can see I have 19 of them, and I am not the only one with a lot of them. There's a few people with 6, 9, maybe even 10 of them. A lot of people have a lot of water guns. What this means for this item is that you can obtain it more easily than you could in the past, especially through the means of trading. Obviously, through the means of developer gift, it was a bit difficult because it was simply at random, but if there's more admin abuses in the future, you might have the chance to get the water gun yourself. At the beginning of the video, I've said that there was a bit of an issue, not so issue, but some people were unhappy about a certain admin abuse that happened the other day. And the reason being is the gun in question I mentioned earlier, the water gun. A lot of people managed to join Plaza where Sawyer was able to give a bunch of water guns, as I said 36 of them, and a few people were able to get a lot of them. Some were able to get 1, 2, but a lot of people were not able to get it at all. And the main driving force of some of people's discontent with this sort of admin abuse was that there was 36 water guns added into the game. This is a lot for a rare item which has been coveted by a lot of people for so long. On the list it is about 90,000 right now, so it is a very worthy item, you know, in terms of value. Some people who had the water gun prior to this event and weren't able to trade it before it happened are kind of unhappy because it turned unstable. I agree with these people. I think it is a bit, you know, unfortunate myself that I wasn't able to trade these water guns, same for them, but at the same time I kind of have to side with the developers on this because it was never stated as being a rare item. It only said developer gift. In the end, it's their choice, and I have to side with them because they aren't the exclusive categories, they aren't secret, they aren't paid bundles, they aren't something that you have to spend money on. They're completely free to obtain on the whims of the devs. If it falls under value, it will fall under value. If it goes up, it goes up. It'll follow whatever the devs decide how many they want to give out, basically. I know it might be a bit, you know, unfortunate to say, oh well, I lost some value, and I mean I understand, but at the same time, you can't do much about it because it's their choice when they want to give it out, how many they want to give out, and there's no real time, you know, there's no real event attached to them. There aren't an event item. If Sawyer wants to give them out, he gives them out, and that's pretty much it. It's not something that you should be discontent about. Just be like, next time I'll probably be able to get on and get it. If you didn't trade it, then next time maybe I'll be able to trade it before it happens. Or you take advantage of the situation and get a water gun while it's cheap. This was the old bit of situation that happened. A lot of people weren't really happy with it, but you know, it is what it is. You can't do much about it. To be fair, they're cool weapons. They're really cool looking weapons. But if you compare the water gun to something like a rainbow gun, I'd much rather have a rainbow gun than the water gun. I'm not saying I'd trade a water gun for a rainbow gun 1-to-1. What I'm saying is the cool designs are still gate-kept behind bundles and stuff that is hard to obtain. In reality, it is not really a bad thing. It is more so just a little item you can get on the side if you manage to be lucky and join a developer whilst they're in the game and giving them away. Bit of a special item and bonus that I've kept from you since the beginning of the video. You might know what it is just by simply looking at the knife collection inside your locker, and it is the Lana knife. As you can see, the source for the Lana knife is the Lana launcher. It is 36 exists, so meaning it is the rarest tradable item in the game as of right now. It is in the same category as the Fight Saber and water gun, meaning there's a launcher for it and there could be hundreds of them spawning at any time. The only issue with this knife is that it is linked to a certain YouTuber, and the YouTuber in question hasn't given out a singular Lana knife. She might never give them, who knows. The Lana knives that exist currently, the old 36 of them, were given by a developer, spawning them with the exact same launcher that she has. The reason that there's not many of them is that it is not really linked to something like the water gun, meaning that it is not really a sort of admin abuse type of item. It is an item that was supposed to be exclusive to the YouTuber in question for her to give when she joins games. If she had done that, the knife probably would have around 400, 500 exists, who knows, maybe more, maybe less. But for now, it is at 36 exists, and it is at the top of the value list at a whopping 330k value, which is absurd. There's a little caveat to this item, and it is that right now it is unstable. Now, why is it unstable? Some people have asked, and the reason why it is because it used to be 32 exists, and now it is at 36. Now, why is that the case? Well, simply there was someone who had access to some of Lana's launcher, I can say, some of the Lana knives. He's gotten them and sent them to some random individuals. Now, said individuals managed to get them for quite cheap, and thus there were more in circulation. Does this mean the Lana knife is going to drop in value? It depends. In my personal opinion, I don't think so. It is staying at unstable for now because who knows, the person in question might give out more of them, and if it is the case, then the value might be affected. But as of right now, only 4 of them is not that big of a deal, and it's not going to affect the value that much. Unfortunately, a lot of people also wonder, well, how can I obtain this knife? How can I complete my collection? Well, it's completely up to the devs and the YouTuber in question if they want to give out more Lanas. If you don't want to wait for that, you can always try and trade for them, but they're very elusive and very difficult to obtain. You could try and find some owners, but right now the best method of obtention and I'd say the highest chance you have is by trading for them. You might be lucky, you might be unlucky. It is kind of the same principle for the launcher in itself. You might be lucky by joining a game where devs or the YouTuber gives them out, or you might be lucky by getting a lucky trade on it, who knows. But the source for it is exclusively the devs and the YouTuber in question. If you want to get it, you have to pray. Yeah, you have to pray a bit. Hope you get lucky. And, you know, if you manage to get it, then congratulations. You're now one of the few owners of one of the rarest items in the entire game, excluding the badge items, which are absolutely, it's only 3 gold snipers. It is completely, really rare. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below if you have one of these items. I'd like to know. If you have a Lana, this would be absolutely insane, and I will see you in the next one.